All right, welcome back. My name is Kouamy Davis Brown, and we are at the Mount Vernon Independent Film Festival, and I am here with
Lucas Ruderman, cinematographer, gaffer, camera operator in Westchester.
Nice. So I hear the multiple amount of jobs that you do. So I'm curious, like with your background, when it comes to those jobs, how did you discover that you fit in said jobs, and like when did you find the courage to consider yourself that?
Well, I started off, everybody starts off as a PA. You have to
Nice.
work your way up. And this was years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And I started doing a little bit of the lighting G&E stuff, working as a grip. And I said, you know what? I really enjoy lighting. Lighting's really fun. I like this. So I worked as a company grip for a while, then I started doing a little bit more key grip, working my way into the electric side, doing gaffing, and that's kind of where I'm at now. And I also have done a lot in the camera department. I also AC'd for a while, and I still AC every once in a while, but I am more so operating and using the lighting knowledge to now shoot my own things and shoot other people's things and be a cinematographer.
Very beautiful.
So I'm really, I love the industry. I love all aspects of the camera and lighting departments, and having done it for a long time now, I feel really good and in tune with it. And I now own a lot of gear. As time has passed, and you acquire a lot. So
Yes.
now I, often show up with all of the stuff that we're using, for production.
Nice. That's hilarious, because the person that was just behind the camera, like just a second ago before we walked out, he's also a gaffer, and he
really?
also has all the equipment. So
Very cool.
So it's very hilarious that you say that.
You have to. At the end of the day, it's still a business.
Yeah.
We do this for a living, if we're lucky.
Yes.
And so you kind of have to own the gear and do the job so you can get paid and get the rental so you can continue doing this for a living.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're doing it on the weekends for your non-day job, So it's a hard thing to do, but I'm very grateful that I get to do it.
Okay. So would you say that your directorial, like, when it comes to directing, that's like a new aspect for you at the current moment?
I don't really direct anymore.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I directed a piece years ago, and I just kind of got more into the lighting and camera departments.
Okay.
And I decided, I think the directing is kind of
Is
done.
out.
If a great job came my way and I got the chance to do it, and it was good pay and everything, sure, I'd still consider it. But I think the directing days are probably over.
Okay, so then my question is, when you say cinematography and you say creating your own films, what does that look like to you? Is it like a collaboration with said director,
Absolutely.
or like are you a writer? So
I've had directors and writers reach out to me saying, here's a script. Are you interested in shooting this? Does this seem like it would? And I'd read the script and say yay or nay. And often I actually get some pretty cool scripts, and I'm really interested in getting to shoot and create the lighting design and the framing for the film.
okay, and I think that this is very important, especially for filmmakers out there or individuals that would like to be involved with filmmakers. Like, how did you put yourself out there for these individuals to find you?
Really interesting because it's happened in a lot of different ways, and it's almost always been word of mouth.
Is the best type of marketing out there.
I have been very thankful to work with a lot of different people who hire me often. Anytime this person has a job, I have a job. And when other people are looking for a gaffer, camera operator, key grip, and they're asking this person asks me, which is really cool. It's I get referred to often by people that I've worked with and trust me, and I trust them. So that's been a lot of it. I have met people through networking events, through film festivals, and
Check out your local film festival.
yes, Mount Vernon Film Festival. Highly recommend coming out next year for the 3rd annual. Yonkers Film Festival is another local one that I've been to many, many years.
Nice.
And Patty Schumann and Dave Steck are great people to meet. I've tried to do a lot more in Westchester County, in this area, to get to know a lot more of my local filmmakers. A lot of them are in the city. That's just how it is. It's a saturated market, and that's okay. I got to meet a lot of cool people, and it's really about how good of a person you can be on set. Are you cool to hang out with? Are you cool to talk to? And can you just do the job and do it right and get it done and go home?
Yeah. No.
That's usually why I get hired.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Like, I'm a big advocate on believing that common unity creates community. And when it comes to cast and crew, to me, that's like the biggest community that there is. Not necessarily like, not always literally, sometimes figuratively, but I believe that it requires a village. Just like how they say it requires a village to
raise a kid.
Yeah, to raise a kid. It's like it requires a village.
Raising a kid by creating a film.
Exactly. So when it comes to set communities, right? Like, what do you look for when you want to have like a partner or like a gaffer or like a director or a writer? Like, what is it?
That's a great question, because it's always the same. There's a couple of people that I work with a lot, and some new people that I get to work with on different projects, and it comes down to like, can we just work together? You don't have to know exactly what I'm looking for. You just have to be open-minded. Chill.
We like chill.
It's a long day. It's a 12-hour day.
Yeah.
It's minimum. We all want to go home at the end of it and go home alive. So can we just work together and make it good and make it fun? There's no reason. It doesn't have to be stressful every time. We can have a really light day on set. And a lot of the people that I work with are those kinds of people, and I hire those people every time.
Awesome. That's awesome. There's another thing that I love talking about with other filmmakers is a sense of grounded delusion.
Okay.
In order to get their point across or their films created. I'm curious, do you have like any stories of like the type of realistic delusion that you've had to have? More on the delusional side than the realistic side.
So are you talking about in terms of like, oh, we want to do this crazy shot and it's going to work and we're going to do it for like no money, that kind of thing?
Yeah, okay. That's why I say grounded.
Yes,
That's why I say grounded.
Okay.
So more so, I have this vision that I want to make happen. And when it comes to filmmaking, I know the amount of failure, or other people could say other words. I like to use the word failure, but like the amount of times you must fail in order to succeed in creating said thing. It could be your emotions. It could be, just like you say, it's a 14-hour day minimum or 10-hour day minimum. But the endless amount of hoops that one must go through in order to make their vision come to light. So I'm just curious on like what type of willpower have you had to have in the past when it comes to films and stuff to make it happen?
I mean, a tremendous amount of willpower.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, let's say, depending on who you are on set. If I'm the cinematographer, I'm working with the director to make his or her version of the film come true with my look.
Yes.
With what I'm. And often I've worked with directors who are great, and it's all, we're pretty in tune with what we're looking to accomplish, which is great. There are some director DPs who will butt heads, and I've been pretty good about that. And I've also stood my ground if the director's like, well, no, I think we'd be. Hold on, let me set up the shot. Let's set up the lights. I have a feeling you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, you hired me for a reason, kind of vibe.
And it usually works out. And I also am open-minded. Sometimes the director tells me, no, I really think this is how it should be shot. And then I set that up and I say, you're right. You were right. Let's do it that way. And now I have a way better handle of how this scene is going to play out, because now this is our master coverage and now it's all going to work. I love that. That's really cool.
Yes.
If I'm the gaffer, same thing. I work with a DP and I say, what are you looking for? Oh, we want this natural light. We want to accent this practical from here. We want to push this. We want this negative over here. And I say, okay, I know exactly what you're looking for, and my team is going to now make it happen for the next hour while we set up.
Nice.
So that's my favorite part. That's the most fun part, because that's when the creativity is just at its max for me. 'Cause we're there. We're physically putting everything into place to make it happen.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, and I hear collaboration.
It's all collaboration. You know, if I'm the gaffer and I've got a grip or an electric saying like, I think we should do it like this. All right, well, what does that do? Let's see how that works. You know, because I'm not a genius. I'm not, I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been doing it for like 8 or so years.
Yeah.
So I've been on plenty of sets, but I have plenty to learn. And I'm excited to learn. I want to keep learning.
And that's the beauty, especially when it comes to art in itself. Like, I feel like identity is very, very crucial when it comes to art. Message is very crucial as well. Intent, very crucial.
Yes.
And when all those things do come down to it, it's like we said before. It's the village. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't necessarily do everything by yourself. I mean, there are some that have, like Bo Burnham. I don't know if you've seen his special.
Inside?
Yeah, Inside.
Incredible.
Phenomenal,
Incredible.
ridiculous.
I still listen to that album today.
Yeah.
I'm still listening to that album because it's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a very talented guy who did it all himself. 100%. It can still be done. There are some projects where I do a couple of different hats.
Yes.
You know, it happens. But I love working with people. I love working with people, like I said, who are open-minded and chill and want to collaborate and want to create something together. I love that. I want that.
And now I'm curious, when it comes to those times that maybe you did have to put your foot down, or when you did have to, you know what I'm saying, help guide other like creatives and being like, hey, I thought this was the vision, because especially when you work with working in independent film, you see a lot of people wearing multiple hats. And personally, I wish that there are a lot of people had the ability to juggle said hats, but usually you see it decline in other areas because they had to do so many hats. So I'm curious, like, in your experience, have you seen that, and were you able to help facilitate?
Oftentimes, a director that I'm working with in the indie world is not just directing, he or she is also producing. So there's money on the line. There's all this stress about, well, I need to get this location, I need to do this. And I have to say, sit with me right now. We're on set. It's happening. We need to work on the scene, or else we're not going to get anything. And then we're going to run out of time, and you're going to have to pay for another day. So I understand you're producing, but I really need a director right now. That's what I need you to do. And when I get directors who are only directing, they're sometimes also not necessarily their head is all in it. If you're a local filmmaker and you're interested in working in this industry, you just gotta make it happen.
Hey,
you gotta
beautiful.
Meet people, go out to the film festivals, network a little bit, and pick up a camera and shoot.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's the most practical advice.
Yeah.
Just do the thing you say you want to do.
Do the thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Do you have any handles or anything that where they could reach you?
Yeah. I am Lucas Ruderman on Instagram. Same thing on Facebook, and website's lucasruderman.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you heard it here first, folks.